Okay, my name is Jacob, and welcome to Jacob and Mike's. This is just be a channel between me and myself and Mike. Don't know why I repeated myself, but that's how it is. That's how this is going. So, as I was just me scrolling on YouTube, I've come across this channel. Now, I've been watching this channel for a while, and he released a new video called My Dog Otis. It's Brewster Films, great animation channel, even though his animation's just from stick figures. It's funny how the stories are always great. But this kind of story hit me from home, as he was talking about his Otis, a German Rottweiler. Now, I also have a Rottweiler. She will be turning 5 this month. So I thought it'd be a good idea to just talk about what it's like to own one, what you should expect, and why to never trust this stupid thing. Just kidding, that's a joke. But I'll explain. So, her name is Maddie, which is a weird name. I get it. Otis is a better name. I could have named her like Athena or something, because who names their child Athena? Except for the few people, but it's a better name. It's not a human name. It looks terrible. It's also bad if you say it out of context. But, so, funny part about Maddie is she's a giant baby. She's about 100 pounds. Now, put in perspective, I, if you can imagine this, am 6 foot, 140 pounds. So it's about a 40-pound difference between me, that should be like 180, to a dog. So just put it in perspective. And she is just a giant baby. She'll crawl up in your lap, she'll give you kisses. She's just a giant baby. But the problem with having a giant baby dog is she guards the house like just terrible, absolutely terrible. I don't know which. Like, she barks at leaves. Like, yeah, if a leaf goes by and she sees it, somehow catches her eye, she'll go nuts. But I have one of my friends come in. We hang out up here in my room, and he's big. He's like 6'1", 250. He's a big guy. And my dog runs. He's scared, or she is scared of him. It's a giant. I mean, I get it. I would be too. If I saw this mammoth of a human being coming at me, I'd run for my life. I don't even know what to do. I might just stand there, be like, you know what? Let this happen. He's gonna kill me anyway. Might as well let this happen. But so the funny part, she runs upstairs. Other things she's afraid of, vacuum cleaners. Now I get it, vacuum cleaners are scary, they suck up things. It can be scary as hell. If you're like a small child and you get like a vacuum, like a shop vac, and you stick it to your hand and you can't get your hand off. I get it. But I don't think it's the actual vacuum, I think it's the noise. The problem is, every time we get out the vacuum, she goes running someplace where the vacuum isn't is. Which is, again, funny, but it's kind of stupid. So we're now always afraid if someone were to rob our house, what would she do? She doesn't hear much. She's like me, I'm deaf. Not really, but you get the point. I suck at hearing. So, and when I'm asleep, I'm a deep sleeper. It's hard to wake me up. If you somehow get me up pretty easily, you gotta work on some things yourself. But sometimes I'll just wake up randomly. But that's another topic for another day. So, owning a Rottweiler, they're supposed to be protective and nah, she's not. She's very cute. She probably doesn't guard the house. Like I said, if you give her like a bone or something, you're good to rob the place. You're good. You got past the first stage. But let's talk about the bad parts. This is just owning a dog in general. She always has to go to, especially if it's nice, she always has to go to the bathroom or go outside every like 4 hours. If she wants to play, she'll go over to the door and ring what we call the potty bells. The potty bell is kind of funny. So in our old house, before we got the dog, it was very hard to hear things from upstairs to downstairs. So if someone was yelling you to come down, it's very hard to hear. Unless you're yelling, like really yelling. But, so, and people around us said these work great. The dog needs to go, she'll just ring the bells. And that's usually how it goes. Usually, it's to go to the bathroom. But on a couple occasions, she'll ring it, and you'll be like, alright, fine. And all she'll do is just play or go sniff, have fun there, like Coachella, and just go nuts outside. Like Coachella, that's kind of ironic, but she'll just go nuts. And I find that hilarious, but it's not as good when you're doing it at like 3 in the morning and it's dark as hell outside. Which is another thing. Leads on to another topic. When if she sees something like a bunny or a squirrel, she'll go after it. But of course she's slow as hell and can only run at full speed for about 10 feet before she starts slowing down. Like any normal human being, apparently. She won't be able to chase it, but she'll attempt to. She'll like the bravery. A for effort, though. Like, you gotta give an A+ for effort, but damn, is it terrible. It's funny. So, yeah, that's always fun, especially when it's at 3 in the morning and you can't see anything. Now you have no idea where your freaking dog went, and you find out that she's halfway across your field. Stuff like that. So, a funny thing about the dog, well, it's not really funny, it's just kind of sad, but it's funny and how it happened. I'll get to this. Rottweilers have weak bones, especially in their hips and their back legs. It's for overbreeding and all that stuff. It's kind of hard to understand. Watch the Dogs 101 on Rottweilers on YouTube. Search that up. It'll explain that if you want more information. But the problem was, we were like, she doesn't do all that much running. She doesn't pull carts like they're supposed to. She doesn't really do anything. We'll be fine. So one day, about a year ago, we're playing ball outside. You know, one of those squishy, kind of like rubber, orange with whatever, blue stripes. Yeah, that's like a baseball kind of thing, or a tennis ball, but it's orange and blue. So we throw it. This dog can't slow down. It's like, have you ever seen a car like really slow down and you actually see the front go forward and do like a front wheelie? Kind of like that. But of course she doesn't stop and she hurts her leg. Now she's limping around the house, all because she couldn't stop for a freaking ball. That's all she couldn't do. She couldn't stop for a fucking ball. Just couldn't stop. She couldn't pick her breaking point and just go with it. Whatever. It's on her. So, the funny part about that was, it's just funny. Like, I'm sure I'm gonna eventually do it. I'm gonna go for like a basketball or something when I'm running for it. I'm gonna just hit my face into the dirt because I just flung myself at the ball and freaking missed. Worst part is she missed the ball. That's the worst part. She didn't even get the ball. She just missed. She just ran right over it. And of course, when she's trying to slow down, the leg goes nuts and hurts. But so far, she's not limping, and that's been a year, so maybe it just healed itself, it got better somehow. I don't know. We'll have to figure that out later in time. But here are the downfalls to owning a dog, especially a Rottweiler. The farts are the worst thing ever in a million years. Think of this. Okay, I'm going to give it for an example. So about a week ago, I think it was actually last Thursday or something. No. It's last Tuesday, Monday, I don't know. Last week, just a better example. My mom gives this dog like Arby's or something, because this dog loves people food. Loves it. There's some foods that she doesn't like, which we'll get into that later. But she loves people food, especially Wendy's, burgers, McDonald's, anything that she can eat, she loves. Meat, anything. Not really healthy, but again, this is America. What's healthy in America? So, she's eating this, and we never take into account that what's going to happen afterwards. So there's some foods that just give this dog gas, but it was the worst this day. So she was just letting off bombs. It looked like a gas chamber. Like you walk in, you die, like immediately. It kills you. Like you're halfway walking down the stairs and you fall down and kill yourself. Kind of thing, because you're like, oh, what the hell? Falls down the stairs and then you just collapse on the floor. So yeah, this was bad. Hitler should have hired her. That would have been great. It would have been the best thing. Hitler would have gotten way more stuff done in a lot less time. But nah, that's whatever. So, the funny part about it is, so my dog likes sleeping with my parents. Because they're here sometimes, and the dog likes sleeping with them. Probably because it's two human beings. And that's just how it goes. She likes the warmth, even though she's like a space heater of how much heat she produces. But it's also funny, the cat, which is 15 pounds, not even that, does the exact same heat. It's a little weird. Some scientists tell me that's not how that works, and you're just imagining stuff. Don't mind me, I'm just going what I think. So, she always wants to go to sleep. And the problem is, they don't want her to sleep with. They want her to sleep with me to feel the pain, I guess. I don't know. Like torturing me. And of course, they lock her out of the room. Well, now the dog just wants in, so she's whining. And at the time, she's probably whining. You go whine, fart, whine. I mean, you could probably hear it. The problem is, the upstairs. It wafts upstairs. And I'm over here playing Minecraft or something. I don't know what I'm doing. But it's like killing me. It's like I'm choking. I'm like, what the? I'm like choking on like a plastic bag or something. It's like killing me. And I don't know what to do. Like, they're not gonna let her in. How the hell am I gonna get downstairs? Like I said, I'm gonna walk halfway down these stairs and you're gonna hear it go and fall down the stairs. I'll see my head through the door. Kind of thing. So what I do is, I have to make a break for it. I gotta get downstairs. I gotta go to the bathroom. What I do is I actually put on a face mask and I go downstairs. Face mask actually helps a little bit, especially if it's clean. Like you get a nice clean cloth face mask. Thing smells so good because you put lavender gain in it. Not sponsored, but hey, you want to sponsor me? You know, my email is in the description. I don't know if that actually is. Don't do that, but I don't think Gain's gonna ever sponsor me anyway. Follow me on Twitter. That's fun. Yeah, do that. Small ad break. No, so you kind of go. You're going down. You got this clean face mask, and you make a break for it. And man, that was the worst 10 seconds of my life. I'm dying halfway down the stairs. Because it's just killing me, it's suffocating me, it's taking all the air out of me. But I make it, it's fine, I'm still here. But, yeah, that's worse. And that's probably for any dog, but especially the dog that loves people food. The food she doesn't like. Seafood and blackberries. Blackberries are really good for dogs. But she probably doesn't like the texture or something, just spits it out. Another thing with her, this might not be for all Rottweilers, but this is definitely for her. What she'll do is if you give her a food that she hasn't had before, let's say kiwis, I love kiwis, but she never had a kiwi before. And the thing with it is, so what she'll do is she'll, like you throw it to her, she'll catch it in her mouth, and she'll spit it out onto the floor and play with it. Kind of like just, and you kind of do that and drop it again and then play with it some more. If she likes it, she'll eventually eat it. Not with blackberries though. She just plays with it constantly. The problem is blackberries stain. It's gonna stain the carpet. So we couldn't have this. So we're trying to take it away from her. Now you just awoken the beast. Now she's guarding it. She's not gonna eat it. She's gonna make sure that you don't get it, kind of thing. It's so weird. Yeah, it's just how it is. So, but if you want a good dog, get a Rottweiler. They're very loyal to you. She's very loyal to us. But if you want a good guard dog, choose something else. And if you get a Rottweiler, maybe train it to guard the house a little better. Not so where it attacks everyone that walks in, but to the point where it can distinguish that, oh shit, a robber just went into this house. I'm gonna protect it. Not, oh shit, this robber smells good. I'm gonna go run, kind of thing. I don't know. That's what she does. That's at least how I'm thinking she's gonna do it. So yeah, that's my that's kind of like my take with a Rottweiler. But she is the best dog, and if you just want a good dog, get a Rottweiler. But if you want a good dog, just get any dog. Any dog can be a good dog, and any dog can be a bad dog. It just depends on how you raise it. Of course, remember to like and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers so Mike can finally stream, because he doesn't like Twitch for whatever reason, but he really wants to, so let's get to that point. And I will see you next time.